A day at home with Jayson.
It was a bright, cheerful morning. Sunlight gently poured through the windows of a cozy little house, and a soft alarm clock rang from upstairs. A tiny yawn echoed in the room as Jayson, a 6-year-old boy with curly brown hair and a playful spirit, sat up in bed, stretching his arms with a sleepy smile. Today was special. Jayson had made up his mind. He was going to take care of himself, all by himself. First things first, his bed. He grabbed the blanket, carefully pulled the corners tight, and patted the pillow into shape. "There," he said proudly, admiring his neat work. Then he tiptoed over to his closet. He tapped his chin, thinking hard. Yellow shirt, black shorts, perfect. In a flash, he dressed himself, the colors bright against the morning light. With his little feet padding down the stairs, Jayson arrived in the sunlit kitchen. But before breakfast, there was something more important. To the bathroom he went, hopping like a frog, and stood tall on his stool to reach the sink. He grabbed his toothbrush, squeezed just the right amount of toothpaste, and scrubbed with determination. Left, right, up, down, and spit. He giggled. Splash! He washed his face with a damp cloth, feeling the cool water wake him up completely. His reflection smiled back at him, clean and ready. Back in the kitchen, Jayson poured himself a cup of milk and munched on a slice of toast. "Yum," he said, crumbs on his lips. A simple breakfast, made special because he did it all on his own. Next stop, the study table. Jayson unzipped his school bag and carefully placed each notebook and pencil case inside. He even labeled his books, sticking little name tags with wobbly but proud handwriting. Jayson, math. Jayson, reading. But he didn't stop there. With a little duster in hand, he cleaned the bookshelf next to the table. Dust flew up, and he sneezed. Achoo! But he laughed and kept going. After that, he headed to the laundry basket, where a pile of freshly washed clothes waited. Jayson sat cross-legged on the floor and started folding. One shirt, 2 shorts, socks in pairs. Not perfect, but getting better each time. Then, with a little watering can, he gently sprinkled water onto the green leaves of his potted plant by the window. "Good morning, little plant," he whispered, watching the droplets glisten in the light. He looked around. The house was quiet, clean, and full of warm sunshine. Jayson placed his hands on his hips, feeling proud. He had done everything, without being told, without asking for help. Now it was time for a little break. He curled up on the beanbag chair with his favorite picture book. Flipping through the pages, he smiled, feeling calm and happy.